one. This is like something out of a fairy tale. Hello. And off they go. Why would you do that? I don't understand people. What is wrong with some people? I'm sick of the rain now. This weather is just minging. It's 6:30 in the morning. I'm at the campsite. I am gonna get packed up and head down to Aysgarth Falls. Nice and early. I slept pretty well actually. Forecast today is rain all day. There's Aysgarth Falls there. That's the upper falls. I don't know if I'm going to wander down to the lower falls. I think I might just rejoin the Herriot Way and keep going. I've got about 12 miles to do today, so I've backtracked just a little bit just to come down here to have a look at the falls. Yeah, 12 miles today from Aysgarth to Hawes. And it's a low level route today, so that should be a bit easier for me carrying my big backpack. It should be quite a nice route today. So last night I stayed at Aysgarth Falls campsite, the hotel campsite. Yeah, it was nice actually, not too bad. £13, shower, flushing toilet, it's always good, isn't it? And it was pretty quiet. The only thing that woke me up in the night was the tawny owls hooting away, but yeah, it's not too bad. And then yeah, I was worn out last night, so I didn't film much once I got to the campsite. I sort of quickly pitched my tent and went to get some food. The Falls Hotel was fully booked, so I went down to the George and Dragon, and I waited for an hour and a half for food. The food was great, and the people that run it are also lovely, but yeah, it was just so busy. Yeah, waited for ages. So I think the next time I do a camping trip like this, I'm going to bring my stove, and I'll bring some food with me. I think it'll be much easier, because I was waiting around for food when I would rather be sort of like snuggled up in my sleeping bag, just reading a book or something, and just relaxing. So yeah, it was a bit of a long night. Anyway, I'm going to get going. It is lovely down here, there's nobody around because it's 8:15 in the morning. So yeah, early start today. I want to get to Hawes as soon as I can really. Anyway, off we go. Good morning. How are you? Yeah. Hello. Oh, you're cute. You are cute. You waiting for your breakfast? Yeah. No cup of tea this morning. It might be a while before I get a cup of tea. When I get to Askrigg, I'm hoping the cafe will be open. I can have a cup of tea and a bite to eat. I've had a snack this morning, but it's not the same as having a cup of tea first thing in the morning, is it? Or a cup of coffee. Anyway, it's gorgeous out here. Beautiful this morning. Yeah, it's going to be quite showery today. But yeah, it is gorgeous. No one around. It's so peaceful this morning. A little bit of road walking, just until we get to a footbridge, and then we'll be crossing the river and then walking along the other side. The rain is holding off for the moment, thankfully. Fingers crossed it'll stay like that for a little bit longer. Hello there. The sheep are getting excited because the farmers come to feed them. So they're all off. See the top of the field. That's a lot of hungry sheep wanting their breakfast. I know how they feel, to be honest. I've had a couple of Belvitas for breakfast. It's just not the same. And I'm still waiting for my cup of tea. But just a few miles to Askrigg. Looks like we're just following this path by the river until we get there. I think we join a dismantled railway at some point before we get there. Oh, but it's such easy walking today. A far cry from yesterday. Yeah, this is quite pleasant. And there's all the sheep, there they go. Off to get their breakfast. Happy sheep. Try not to spook these sheep. I wonder how they've got down here on this river path. Caught them in the act of like chewing the hawthorns. I'll follow them. Maybe they know the way out. That's how they got down to the river. Like they just leap over the stone wall. Amazing. Look at them, stood right on the top. Hello. And off they go. So I think this is the dismantled railway on here. So we're walking along here until we get to Napa, and then we'll just be sort of carrying on to Askrigg. Oh, I'm definitely flagging a bit. I'm ready for some food. and a drink. Oh, look at it, it's gorgeous today. Oh, I've hardly seen anyone. The only people I've seen are farmers, and that's it. Look at this old bridge. Wow. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Started to rain. Yeah, the rain caught up with us, unfortunately. Had to happen. Anyway, I'm not too far from Askrigg, so I'll be able to, hopefully, fingers crossed, sit down, have a cup of tea. Oh, something to eat. I'm getting really hungry now. Half a mile to Askrigg, but it's kind of bleak. It's chucking it down now. But yeah, oh, can't wait to get there. There's no way I can get through there. Look how small that is. Ah. Let's try the gate. Look at that. You have to be slim to get through there. That was Askrigg. Just a small place, gorgeous place. Of course, that is where they filmed the original series of All Creatures Great and Small. As this is the Herriot Way. This whole walk is inspired by a book called James Herriot's Yorkshire, where Alf White, the man who wrote the James Herriot books, did a walk with his son around this area, I believe, and that's what's inspired this walk. Of course, this area was made famous by the James Herriot books, a series that I loved when I was a kid. I loved the books, and I absolutely loved the series as well, the TV series. It's one of my favourites, along with Bagpuss. So, just following a track through this strip of woodland, this like amazing stretch of woodland, and then there's just like fields on the other side of the wall. There's loads of really old trees down here. It's gorgeous. There's a stream down there, and apparently further along there is a waterfall, so we'll go and investigate that. This is my favourite waterfall. I've never been here before. It's my first time to Gill waterfall. I think this is the most magical one. This is like something out of a fairy tale. It is so beautiful. Yeah, this is definitely my favourite one. This one beats Aysgarth Falls, definitely, 100%. Look at that tree there, that's just like fallen into the river. It's amazing. This place is absolutely spectacular. There's some rain coming down over there on those hills. Somebody's hung a dead crow in that window. Why would you do that? I don't understand people. What is wrong with some people? That is so bizarre. It's like something out of a folk horror movie or something. Looks like that rain is heading towards me. Better get a move on. Our next destination, 2.5 miles away, down this lane. Oh wow. Yeah, getting there, definitely getting there. It's kind of spitting a little bit with rain. It was funny, I stopped by a farmhouse just to put my jacket on because of this rain coming over, and a lady drove up. She drove up to the farmhouse and she stopped. She said, "Bye." She said, "Bye, you're birding there, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Oh, where are you going to?" I said, "Oh, I'm walking over to Hawes." Oh, it's another 4 or 5 miles, that, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. She said, "I can give you a lift if you like." I said, "No, that'd be cheating." Oh, but it's ever so funny. The people around here are just like so friendly. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it really is true. So yeah, I almost got the chance to sort of skip this bit altogether. I could have just lied on camera, couldn't I? I just said, you know, my camera went 40 for like 5 miles. Suddenly turn up in Hawes. Yeah, it's starting to rain now as well. Anyway, best get on with it. It's a cool name, isn't it? Litherskew. I like it. Wonder who lives at Litherskew. That's awesome. 1 mile. 1 mile to go to Litherskew. Jacket's off again. It has cleared up for a few minutes. I'm making the most of it. I'd leave the jacket on, but it's like so warm. I just start to sweat like crazy. So yeah, it's definitely been a warm weekend. Like really humid. I think it's like 95% humidity. Oh, it's like, yeah, that's enough, isn't it? It really is. That was Litherskew. I think it's actually Hamlet. There were no people, so no people around, so I don't know what type of people live in Litherskew. So that's a shame. Anyway, the next place we go to is Sedbusk. Well, I have quite enjoyed today so far. I've enjoyed it more than yesterday. Yesterday it was a bit of a pain fest. Walking along that track really hurt my feet. And I like walking up hills, but I think you really need a fine day to appreciate them, don't you? When you're just walking in thick cloud and you can't see anything, it takes the joy out of it a bit. But yeah, otherwise it's been great. Today's been lovely. Walking along the lowlands today has probably been the best option actually, with it being so cloudy. If I was any higher up, I just wouldn't see anything. It'd be pretty miserable and wet. So yeah, it's been great so far. Yeah, I quite enjoyed walking the Herriot Way. It's been a good one so far. And after this, I've got 1 more day left, Hawes to Keld. Walking over a lot of ground I've already done before, but still got to join it up, haven't you? So yeah, quite looking forward to that one. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then you should subscribe. I've got more trails coming up. In the autumn I'm going to be walking the Cumbria Way, so if you want to see that, subscribe to the channel and you will be able to follow my journey. One, isn't it? Victoria. It's been there a while. Squirrels. I love squirrels, especially red ones. Oh, look at that sign. Look at the spelling of Hawdraw. It's Hard Row. Anyway, it's a 1/4 mile, yes. Getting to Hawes. I cannot wait to get away from this hideous weather. It's driving me crazy. And the other thing that's been quite difficult about today is all the stiles, the little sort of gaps in the stone walls, and they all have like these gates that are on like springs, or spring-loaded gates. It's really hard to get through, and like on every field. So that has been a bit of a nightmare. It really slows you down, and trying to get through with a large backpack, it's really hard. It's been quite a challenge actually. So yeah, that's been a nuisance today. Simonstone Hall, I'm not quite sure. It's kind of spooky and gothic looking, isn't it? I like it. That's really cool. Anyway, on we go to Hawdraw or Hardrow. See, this is the problem. They're all like this, bloody spring loaded, and they're like a tight squeeze, you can barely get through. So you're just like every field, and you just get stuck, and everything's slippery as well. All the rocks are slippery. Yeah, that was actually that's quite a good one actually. That's probably one of the better ones. Some of them have just been awful, been so bad. Made it to Hawdraw. I won't be going to visit the falls today. We've been there already, so I won't go again. I'm going to head straight down to Hawes now, and it is 1.5 miles. Nope, that's a lie. 1.25 miles to Hawes. Oh, great. Get there, I might have another cup of tea if anything's open. Should be. I'm sick of the rain now. This weather is just minging. I am soaked through. I want to get to Hawes. I've got like an hour's bus ride back to Richmond. So I'm going to be sat on there soggy and slightly smelly. I feel sorry for whoever has to sit next to me. Oh God, oh, what a day. Yeah, it's been a good day. Ups and downs, too many stiles, too many snappy little gates, and too many showers. But apart from that, it's a beautiful walk, so it was worth doing. Proper chucking it down now, but it's okay, I'm in Hawes now. So I'm going to go and find a drink and a bit of shelter, and I'll sign off here, I think. Yeah, I think that is the end of today's video. Yeah, it's been interesting. This weather, I am absolutely soaked now. I'm just like, soaked wet through. Okay, so yeah, rather soggy end to the day, but I made it. Woohoo! That is another stage of the Herriot Way completed. So yeah, tune in next week. I'll have the final stage completed and it'll be all done. So yeah, that'd be great. Right, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.